This Saturday, April 30th at 1 p.m., we will be live streaming the first Genesis Week podcast, which will be a video podcast, and we'll be taking live questions from the chats on Rumble. We got a number of podcasts lined up that we're working on, but this first one is kind of an urgent one. My co-host, Al Vachon, has been involved in radio production for many years here in Canada. You will recognize his baritone radio voice from the voiceovers on the Complete Creation series. We'll be discussing the alarming ramifications of Bill C-11, the so-called Internet Censorship Bill going through Parliament in Canada right now. This is only one of several deeply concerning bills that will have a negative impact not just on Genesis Week, but all Canadian content creators on every internet platform that you can think of, and all Canadians who consume any online content. Just quickly, Bill C-11 is alleged to take the Canadian Content Rating System, CanCon, developed for regulating broadcasts in Canada and applying those laws to internet media. So in Canada, the CanCon system would apply to anything similar to TV and radio. This would include Netflix, Prime, YouTube, Spotify, and other podcasting services. CanCon requires Canadian broadcasters to carry a minimum of 35 to 60% Canadian content on their airtime every week. This is mandated and enforced by the CRTC, the Canadian Radio, Television, and Telecommunications Commission. I come into this debate from a unique direction. I got my start with the Genesis Week TV show, originally produced for YouTube only. It was my viewers on YouTube who suggested it should be on television, and so I took the weekly show to broadcast television here in Canada. It also wound up being carried by multiple cable networks and TV stations around the world because of all that. That show has now aired 10 years on broadcast television here in Canada, and as such, I have had to deal with the CanCon regulations. While I actually support the CanCon system for broadcast, I think it's a very good thing. The more I've pondered the ramifications of Bill C-11, the more red flags I come up with. Red flags that are not just going to have a negative effect on my internet productions, but every YouTuber out there. It will also have a huge negative impact on Canadian content consumers as a whole. You Canadians, do you watch YouTube? Netflix, Amazon Prime? Do you listen to Spotify or other podcasts? This will affect you. In the end, Bill C-11 will actually accomplish the exact opposite of what it was intended to do. It will destroy Canadian content, not support it. This will be the main topic of our discussion on our premier Genesis Week podcast this Saturday, where Al and I will share our perspectives from our experience and knowledge in broadcasting CanCon regulations, why you should be concerned and what you can do about it even if you're not Canadian. In order to participate in the live chats, you'll need a registered Rumble account, and of course, you can give a tip with a Rumble rant and get your comment or question highlighted, and we'll do our best to address all of them live on the show. This is the Rumble channel, and I can't set up the direct link to the live stream event until we are within the 24-hour window. So I'll be posting the direct link sometime Friday evening on UTwitface, on the Genesis Week podcast pages, on both MeWe and Gab, and on the Core Ottawa Facebook page as well. I hope you'll join us 1 p.m. live this Saturday, April 30th. And then I hope you'll join us for every Saturday following at 1 p.m. We'll be either releasing a video podcast or live streaming an episode. And we've already got a lineup of several guests and topics, from William Gibbons, who spent a pile of time in the Congos of Africa chasing what sure appears to be dinosaurs still alive today. Mathematician and statistician Alan Montgomery will join us to set the world on fire, discussing the global warming fiasco from a scientific and statistical perspective, relating it all to the age of the Earth. And we'll even do some episodes where we will be answering your questions about creation and evolution. So make sure you subscribe to the Rumble channel to get notifications and direct links to live streams.